Hello everyone, welcome back to another Berry Avenue video. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the current situation, which if you have not logged into Berry Avenue yesterday, basically there was an update, and I was on when this update happened, but usually when an update happens, first thing I do is check the update log, and it's not there, so we'll talk a little bit more about that later on. But Berry Avenue had an update, and first things first, and I think this one happened more like before this most recent one. But if you go to names, roleplay names are disabled. So that was an update. People are also talking about how emotes were disabled, like non-Roblox emotes are disabled. Like if you go to emotes and you try to equip one made not by Roblox, it's not going to work. And that was a while ago and right when emotes came out, so like more sense. But recently, Berry Avenue actually took away roleplay names, like it's disabled. My name is not that. I just can't click it. And also, if you head to clothing and classic shirts, this is the full clothing catalog that you can have. That's the entire clothing catalog in classic shirts, and this is the entire clothing catalog in classic pants. And if we try to search something like cargo shorts or something, you get what you get, and you don't get upset, bro. Oh my gosh, okay, and then if I really didn't want to believe it, okay? I was like, whoa, but then if you load into any Berry Avenue like server or anything like that, either people are using 3D clothing. As you can see here, my 3D clothing was not affected at all in this update, so it's completely fine to use that. 2, everyone's classic clothing is just not there, so it's gonna be this little like Roblox outfit, or someone came up with something creative with these shirts, so there really is no work around it right now. Like, it is literally crazy. It is literally crazy, and well, we don't know much. I mean, Berry Avenue did not really release any information as to what's going on, if this is like a bug or something, so I'm making this video so you besties can talk about it in the comments if there's any updates or anything of what is going on. But basically, yeah, roleplay names, clothing is missing, and it's not just from your current avatar. No, if you head to outfits, this is the first ever outfit I made. It's gone. I have quite a lot of outfits since it's been a bit since I've played, but every single one of your outfits is going to be gone. Okay, girl, like, look at this. Now, I wouldn't freak out just yet. Because yes, it is a little scary that, you know, everything's missing off of all the outfits you've ever made in your entire life on Berry Avenue, but I would not freak out just yet, because there's a high chance that either this is a bug because, well, this is one of the theories, that it's a bug because Berry Avenue is working on a big update, like, you know, the map revamp coming soon, so it could just be that, and maybe Berry didn't even plan it. Like, we don't know, although the disabled names look pretty planned, I'm just gonna say that, but maybe the clothing, okay? And, or 2, this is just a temporary update, and will be reverted. So with all that being said, I wouldn't freak out just yet, especially with all your outfits. When you see that, you're probably like, oh my gosh, all my outfits are gone, all of my hard work, because there are a few theories going around. One is that Berry Avenue actually just temporarily disabled this, and this makes a lot of sense. I mean, I don't know why they just want to disable it temporarily, okay? So that's option 1, and we will get it back eventually because it's not completely gone yet. And here are some, I did a little research, well, not a very little bit, and here are some ideas on why it could be just temporarily disabled, you know? So first one is that if we actually head to Agent Info, it just says disabled, they didn't take away the entire thing. Now, it might be a bit too much work to take away the entire thing, but I'm really hoping that it's still here and just temporarily disabled. And option 2 is I went to Berry Avenue's X or Twitter to see what's going on despite me, and there were actually no current updates on this situation in Berry Avenue, so no current updates on that, but there is a post from July 30th that kind of sounds promising, and it's not about the current situation again. It's about, you know, when the avatar catalog literally probably wouldn't load like forever. It's about that, but it says, "Hi everyone. We wanted to let everyone know that we are aware of the current issues with the avatar system not loading. We believe high Roblox traffic is part in this, and we are trying to get it fixed for you all as soon as possible." And that also happened with the classic clothing, so I don't know if they're trying to like come up with a fix for that, or if this... So I forgot to add this, but it does show that they were working on solving, first of all, the classic clothing not loading, as well as the entire catalog, but the classic clothing as well. So like, why would they try to fix that if they were just going to take it away forever in the next few days? You know, it doesn't... So I'm guessing this is temporary, and yeah, we'll get into the theories. Crazy that Berry Avenue would just do that without like saying anything or letting us know. And third, if you log into Berry Avenue, it's not in the update log. It's not in the update log. It doesn't say like changes to classic clothing made or like temporary disabled. You know, it doesn't say any of that. So that's why I'm thinking it's a temporary update, because they didn't officially like put it in the update log. Most updates that are like permanent are in the update log, you know? So those are my reasonings on why this is totally probably a temporary update. Also, people have been pointing out, this is just a little, you know, snippet, but apparently all this clothing is from Amberry's group. Now, if we look... Okay, wait, that's not Amberry's group. I don't know if this is like pre-selected clothing, or just if this is what Amberry could like put together really quickly on, you know, maybe there was a bug with building the new map or something. So yeah, but a lot of the stuff is from Amberry's group, as well as this. There are a few like not Amberry group things, so that's why I'm saying either she like looked through it and picked some like safe stuff that we could use. Well, that's what I'm thinking. And maybe that means that every single clothing group and a clothing item will have to be selected by her. Like, I don't know. And this is just what she pre-selected.